guys, last October I was down at Turkey Bash in Kentucky, and my good friend Brian Tooley sent me a text and said, hey man, stop by, we want to buy you lunch. And I was like, perfect opportunity, right? So I swing over, we have lunch, hang out, take a tour of the shop, hang out with Kyle and those guys, and describe to them, hey, you know, I do a lot of these cams, probably 60, 65 a year out of my shop. I sell 300 or 400 cams a year maybe. And anyway, so I was like, listen man, we've been working on some stuff and we want something that's a little more radical, but a little bit more friendly, you know, through the curve. So let's make the valve vents a little bit different, tighten up the lobe separation and, you know, end result, and make a snappy cam that'll work with a stock stall converter, something that'll punch all the way through the curve, try to stuff in as much power as we can, you know, say 2,500 to 6 grand. You know, because most of the bigger cams, they're gonna make power at 662. And you know, you got a full-size Silverado, extended cab, 4-door, whatever it may be. It's not gonna accelerate when it makes 400 peak horsepower at 6,200 RPM. It's gonna accelerate quicker if you sacrifice that peak 10 horsepower to make 15, 20 below the curve all the way through. So that's where the Truck Norris came into play. And as you can see, scribbled out some of the specs so that all the other competitors can't take them, because this cam is the cam of stock converter cams. 212 on a 220X. 550 lift, so you know, single spring LS3 or the BTR 560 springs. I put it in my truck the other day, literally pulled the LS1 out that ran 1140s on motor. I ended up getting an offer, so I sold the motor. Long story short, we had a 200,000 mile junkyard motor. Threw the Truck Norris in, cleaned all the rust and grime off it, slapped it in the truck, threw the draggy in the truck just because for now. Ran a 1370 at 102 on the street. Gen 3 intake, you know, stock injectors, nothing special. Snappy little door deal. So anyways, like I said, the Truck Norris is the cam of cams if you have a full size and you're okay with a little shake and grunt, because it sounds meaty. You know, on that 107, you know, the valve vents are real aggressive on it. So it sounds awesome, sounds great, tons of mid-range. It's the cam to beat if you want performance. So yeah, definitely. Like I said, apologize again. We've been pretty busy this year. We've got a lot of projects going on, so stay tuned.